Hey friends, welcome to yet another episode of There's Nothing Better to Do, so let's hear a random guy talk to us. Welcome back, good to see you again. So today I'm going to share with you 5 ways to keep yourself safe on a long distance ride. So are you with me? Number 1, have at least 3 guns. No. Common sense, that's the biggest weapon. You agree? Number 1, have a plan. As simple as that. If you're going to go on a long distance trip, have a plan. You got to know where you're going to wait for the night, what hotel or what dhaba are you going to stop at. You got to think about what's the fuel range of your motorcycle, how many times you're going to refuel, what's that going to cost. Carry enough cash for the trip on the road. Have a safe place to keep some extra cash in case you lose your wallet. Ensure you have one battery pack fully charged, especially if you don't have a charger on your motorcycle. But even if you do have a charger, it's just good to have a spare battery pack in case your bike breaks down and you're not able to charge. Who knows? Anything can happen, right? So always have a plan B. Second one, this is especially important if you're one of those lone wolves. The one that does not travel with the pack, the solo rider. Hats off to you. I'm like that sometimes. Yeah, this is a really important point to protect yourself if you're a solo rider, is avoid traveling through forests at night. Now you might wonder, hey Dennis, what do you mean? Are there ghosts? Are you talking about ghosts? No, I'm not talking about ghosts. The thing about traveling through forests is that several times it's really far away from civilization, and if anything happens to your motorcycle, if it breaks down, man, yeah, it could be dangerous. There could be people who want to harm you on that street, on that road, on that forest highway. There could be wild animals. There could be just so many things. It's pitch dark, and you don't want to put yourself in that position. So yeah, just avoid forests at night. Plan your trip in a way that you can cross through the forest during daylight. Like I'll give you an example. My last trip to Goa, I chose to leave Bombay at 3:30 in the morning, and that helped me to cross through the Amboli forest, through Sawantwadi and Amboli during daylight. Simultaneously, on my way back from Goa, I didn't leave Goa at 3:30 in the morning. I left at 7 in the morning so that I could cross through the forest during daylight, and it made sense to enter Bombay at night when the traffic wasn't that bad. So, common sense. This point is really important whether you're a solo rider or you're riding in a group, and that is being visible to other drivers on the highway. So one thing to always remember is that whether it's a car or a truck, especially a truck, the line of sight for them is very limited. So at least a car can see you through their rear window, but a truck is they just have left and right. And so ensure that whenever you're riding, you're in the line of sight so that the driver can see you in the rear view so that the driver can see you in the rear view mirror. Always keep your headlights on even in daytime. I mean, a lot of the newer motorcycles just have DRLs, but for some of the older motorcycles, just keep your lights on, keep it on high beam during the daytime so that trucks can see you. Definitely don't overtake a truck if you can't see what's ahead of you. I can't tell you the number of times people have lost their lives because of a silly mistake like that. So ensure you can see at least 200 meters ahead of you before you overtake the truck. Also ensure that the truck driver can see you in their rear view mirror. You're in their line of sight before you overtake. Honk at them, use your blinkers, just make sure you get their attention. Ensure your riding jacket has functional reflective gear. Best thing to do is just put some reflective stickers on your motorcycle. If you have luggage, put some kind of reflective coverings on them, or put reflective stickers on your luggage if they don't already have reflective stuff. Just ensure that you're very visible to people approaching you from behind and people approaching from in front. Number 4, know your limits. So So this one's especially important for my speed racer friends out there who like to break records and really push their motorcycles on these highways. So it's really important on a long ride to listen to your body. If you're feeling tired, just take a break. It's not worth it to just keep pushing yourself. Just take a break. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. You know, no point riding while you're half asleep, especially if you're doing like a really long trip, like a 1,000-kilometer one-way trip or whatever, you know. Secondly, high-speed riding. You know, I don't need to tell you what our Indian roads are like. If you're gonna ride your motorcycle at 140, 150, I don't think our roads can actually support those kind of speeds, you know. There's gonna be potholes, there's gonna be a random domestic animal or a human being that's gonna just run across the road when you least expect it. Anything can happen. I remember this one time, there was an accident because there was a goat that was tied to a really long rope, and it ran across the road, and the biker missed the goat, but he hit the rope and he fell off. And thankfully he didn't have major injuries, but yeah, that's a freakish accident to have. So I always subscribe to this one rule when I'm riding, is ride at 60% of your capacity. You know, if 100% of your capacity is riding at 120 kilometers an hour, just ride at 75, 80 kilometers an hour, you know, so you have enough time to react. You need some reaction time. The crazy thing about riding really fast on a long distance trip is that your average time of arrival is marginally faster than what you would arrive at if you're going at the speed of like 70 to 90. But what increases, actually, the faster you go, is the chance of you having an accident actually increases. The chance of you getting injured or even unfortunately dying increases the faster you go. So one trick I like to use is I like to try to stay at 80 kilometers an hour as much as I can without slowing down. I just stay at one speed, and that actually improves my arrival time by a significant margin. So you should try that sometimes. So it's very important to take a break if you're tired. Ride at 60% of your capacity. Listen to your body. Take enough breaks. It's okay. All right. Number 5. I kept the most important point for the end. This one is for my friends who like to fight, my buddies that I can rely on in a bar fight. Most important thing on a long distance trip is be very quick to de-escalate road rage. Do not engage. It might seem like it's worth it in the moment because you're feeling all that anger. You need to expend it. You need to get off your bike and punch the guy that's getting in your face, or yell at a guy that's getting in your face. But trust me, on a long distance trip, you want to de-escalate. I mean, just as a lifestyle, just learn to de-escalate. Okay, let's put it this way. You're a tough guy, you think you can beat everyone up, or you're a tough chick, you're carrying your taser with you, you're carrying your I don't know, your knife or your gun with you, God knows what. But if you can de-escalate a situation, a road rage situation especially, I mean, by all means, we need to protect ourselves if someone gets in our face. But if it's just minor road rage, you know, most of the time it's just ego that gets in the way. Just say sorry and just move on. It's okay. You know, it's more important that you and the other person has a safe ride home, because even that person is somebody else's family, is trying to get back to their family. And so always be responsible as a biker. You know, be the first one to de-escalate conflict situations. I hope you found these 5 tips helpful, and if you want to add to these, let me know in the comments below. So till next time, outro.